right is the glorious Chumley. I am known as Chicken Tender. And to my left,
we got JizzyBoof right here.
Hey.
My real name is undisclosed. So basically, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna talk about fucking current events.
Yeah.
And we all know what's going on, but nobody likes to fucking talk about it. And that's why we're here.
Exactly. So today we're going to have in the background some general GTA 5 gameplay. Just something to, you know, ease the mind, keep the brain kind of spawn, you know, just something to keep your mind occupied. We hope you enjoy. This is actually our first podcast. We're hoping to make this somewhat general.
Yes. Yes. Alright, actually, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn up the microphone level. Hello? 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 Yo, what's up? Alright, and then I'm going to check to see what it sounds like in a live podcast.
It's better.
Alright, we Gucci.
Hey!
Whoever wants to take the controller.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to start this bitch off by saying, hey! We keep chipping! Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Swagger Souls. Fucking right. Alright. So on this podcast specifically, I want to start off by talking about drugs.
Drugs are good.
Drugs are good.
Drugs are bad.
I actually just ate some psychedelic mushrooms myself. I'm drinking some vodka, drinking some Captain Morgan.
Fuck yeah.
We're going down a psychedelic Rainbow Road right now.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, I like the color scheme we got in this car.
We can do a little of a...
Pretty chill.
Yeah, fuck yeah, buddy.
Alright.
Was.
Okay.
Totally obeying traffic laws.
Alright, let's go around and Gabe, starting with you. Your most traumatic childhood memory.
Okay,
My
wow.
most traumatic childhood memory.
Talk loud and with authority.
The most traumatic childhood memory. Let's see. Let's see. Well, first off, I mean, I was taught to piss sitting down, which is just
talking
fucked.
about that.
Like, who pisses sitting down? Like, I learned that later on in life. Like, no one pisses sitting down. Like,
Who told you that? This is how you fucking... you have a penis and you're gonna fucking sit on this goddamn toilet.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? No, my dick can take. Like, I can do this shit by myself. Like, I've got this. Like, I don't need to sit down and take no
Alright, so
piss.
take us through the story.
Alright, so basically, like, my dad taught me from, like, when I was young that it was, like, unsanitary to piss standing up or some shit. He was like, you get piss on your leg. Like, just don't piss on your leg. Like, just piss in the fucking toilet.
What did he teach you for urinals? Did you ever encounter those? Just like,
Yeah,
just
like-
sit down on them?
I don't know. Like, what the fuck do you do at a urinal? Like, no, you stand up and piss. So, in a normal house, you should stand up and piss. If you live with women, you should put the seat down. So that's, like, the respectful thing to do. You should always put the seat down if there's women in the house.
Preach it,
That's how
gentlemen.
it should work. But if, like, a house of dudes, like, right here, like, what we got,
Fuck yeah, we got the toilet seat up in that bitch.
fuck yeah, we can piss. We can always keep the toilet seat up.
Yeah, even when we need a shit, we just hover.
No, yeah, no. If you take a shit, you gotta lift the toilet seat back up. That's the rule.
Alright, so I'm gonna explain a childhood traumatic memory, and then I'm gonna have to take the fucking control of the video games and then have to talk. It's gonna take a lot from me to say this, alright? Childhood traumatics. There's a lot of them to choose from. Alright, let's fucking think. Alright. Okay, so, who remembers, like, when you fucking sneak downstairs late at night, you know your parents are in bed, but the TV's got horror movies on late at night?
Dude.
Okay, so I would do that, because I grew up in a very Christian household, you know, like, no sex, no drugs, none of that.
No rock and roll.
Bad, no rock. Drum tempo, so it was, like, very, very Christian. And, I really latched on to things I wasn't allowed to do. Because, you know, this fucking rebel, you know, JizzyBoof, the fucking rebel. Anyways, one night, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fucking watch to see if I that will scar me for life.
Fuck
You know,
yeah,
as every kid does.
Yeah.
Knuckles on that.
Fuck yeah.
And I fucking turned on the TV. I went to the horror channel that I knew of, and the first thing I saw was it was actually a Latin version of The Exorcist. It was called La Exorciste. So it was The Exorcist, but in Latin. So like I flipped this shit on, and it was in a different language. And even the regular subtitles, like people were fucking talking normal, like they're like Uzka, Binara, Skunda, and I was like, is this the horror here? Like, is this the fear? Like the fact that these guys are talking in this fucking tongues? They're like, okay. So I'm watching it, I'm vibing with it. I'm like, this is kind of weird because they're talking a different language, and it kind of sounds eerie. And you know what happens? This fucking little bitch comes down the stairs and starts pissing on the floor. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, like, if my sister did that, like, right now, I'd probably shoot her, or I'd probably fucking take her out, burn her out, and fucking sacrifice her to God. So I'm watching this shit, trying to comfort myself, like, yeah, this can't happen. This can't happen. But there was a fucking commercial break after I've seen this bitch piss on her floor. They said, the past events that you have seen were based on true events. And I'm just thinking like, wait, so this is true. Demonic possession is real. I'm piecing 1 and 2 together. I'm like, technically, a fucking demon could possess my dad and make him kill my family right here, right now. So commercial break's over. And then eventually we get to the fucking crucifix masturbation scene. Oh! This fucking bitch takes a crucifix, like a holy emblem of God. A fucking cross. It's beautiful. It's metal. It's a beautiful metal cross. And this bitch turns her head completely around and she says, fuck me, while stabbing the crucifix in her pussy. And I'm like 7 years old. And I didn't know about anything. I didn't know about sex. I didn't know about fucking drugs. And I'm just seeing this evil bitch fuck herself with a crucifix. And let me tell you, when I saw her face as she was doing that, I turned off the TV, turned on every light in the house. And I went up to my parents' bedroom and said, I am full of fear. Can I please sleep with you? And I think I slept with my parents for 2 months after that incident. It was pure fear. Like, I'm seeing, like, evil for the first time. Being told that there's darkness in the world for the first time. Alone in this dark room. Seeing this cunt stab her pussy with a crucifix. So yeah, that's my story. And months after, I'd have relapses. In school, people would say, fuck me. And I would look at them really scared. And like, cause I would just think of her saying, fuck me. And it stuck with me. Like, it was awful. Like, The Exorcist, the director for that movie, props to you. You scared a lot of children. You made a lot of children never want to learn what sex is. Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. That sounded super traumatic, but funny as fuck.
It's funny. It's funny. The first time I smoked weed, they started watching The Exorcist, and I got an awkward boner, I gotta be honest. Like, I don't know what it was, but I was chilling with my homeboys, and they put on The Exorcist, and it came to the part where she was stabbing herself with a crucifix, and I was like, yo, I don't know why, but I'm completely rock hard right now. Like, there's demonic shit, and they're like, what the fuck, get the fuck out of here. So I went outside and smoked a cigarette, completely rock hard cock. And I actually did like looking up about that. And they said traumatic experiences can cause you to have unwanted erections. Like, so if something triggers that, you can just get a fucking full-on rager.
So you're telling me if we put on The Exorcist right now, you're in the...
No. I've watched The Exorcist at least a dozen times after that. Like, it's a very good movie. Like, that person who directed that knew what they were doing. Like, but it was the second time I'd ever watched The Exorcist, and I was watching the crucifix scene, and my dick would just rock fucking solid. I was like, I don't know what's happening. It hurts kinda. I don't know. And I fucking had to leave. Like, it was bad.
Dude, you could use that when you're older, okay? Because when you're older, you get this thing called erectile dysfunction, where you're not gonna be able to fucking, okay? You turn on The Exorcist, your dick's gonna get hard now.
No, like that's not even what it is. Like now, I fucking turn on The Exorcist, my dick's gonna go inside me. Like that shit scares me still to this day. Like it's very scary.
I bet.
All right, Tyler, tell me a traumatic experience about your life.
Yeah, come on, we need to hear this.
Shit. I guess I'd say when I was like 5 years old, I was playing hide and seek with some other girls who were at this party that I was at.
Good shit.
And so I was a dirty little cheater when it came to hide and seek. And I peeked and saw one of the girls go into the girls' bathroom.
Oh.
Now I didn't register. I thought she was just hiding behind the door. So we're in the middle of the
I got you, you little slut. I got you naked with your pants down. I'm gonna fucking finger blast you.
We're in the middle of the party with like a bunch of adults there, like in a restaurant. And I just open it and I'm like, gotcha! And she fucking just starts screaming and slams the door shut. And luckily it was.
What did you see?
I did not see anything.
Okay, that's good.
It was like a stall bathroom, thankfully.
Oh, good shit.
But it was really scarring because I felt like everyone was staring at me as soon as it was over. And I just went into the corner and sat at the table and cried. Because I was just so overwhelmed.
Well, that is depressing.
Very depressing. I'm sorry.
Nah, dude, that was fucking like 15 years ago. I'm fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
Alright, so anyways, my voice is me, JizzyBoof. I'm right here, yeah.
This is Chicken Tender.
Sean Jr.
Fuck yeah, he's literally, okay, so if you saw him in real life, you probably realize he's from the podcast because he looks like Chum Lee, but he's 20. Okay, so now that we've talked about a little bit who we are, where we came from, our roots and bullshit like that, I'm kind of like mesmerized by this gameplay right now. I feel like we shouldn't have games playing because we might just go silent.
We good. We just gotta spin the wheel.
Keep it rolling, boys. Like, what's the next topic? We can talk about anything.
Aliens.
Yes, aliens. Oh shit!
Fuck!
Shit! All right. So who wants to start talking about aliens?
I'll talk about my story where I might have saw a UFO my birthday a couple days ago.
You want to just say fuck the masks?
I've been wanting to say that since before we did this.
Fuck the masks!
My hat, bro.
This is who we are!
We are loud and proud. This is our face.
This is our face. If we get big in the future, this is our fucking face, alright?
And I wear
Fuck
glasses.
yeah.
Fuck,
I
masks.
can fucking see.
Yes. Yes. The world knows who we are.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, so audio listeners, we just took off our masks. We were wearing Jason masks. We thought it'd be cool for the gag that they're just not going to know who we are. But in reality, it struggles with my breathing.
You get
really
And fucking my talk, I feel like I have to scream to talk.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, so yeah.
Corona.
Oh,
Aliens.
Stay away from that
The
shit.
topic is aliens, boys.
all right. So, a couple nights ago, my birthday. It was 3 a.m. and I went out in my backyard for a smoke. I looked up and I saw there was a shit ton of stars in the sky, and it was just beautiful. So I'm looking up straight up at the stars while smoking a cigarette, and all of a sudden I see what looks like one star just moving. Now I've never seen a shooting star prior to this, so it could have been, but it didn't leave a trail behind or anything like that. It just moved, obviously very quickly because it was going across the night sky, but it was as if a star was just being shoved across the night sky. So it could have been a shooting star. It could have been any of those things. I've never seen them in person, so I have no way to judge that. But it could have been a UFO. I have no idea. It's just,
You got lucky, buddy.
Something to think about.
It's definitely UFO.
Definitely.
Phoenix Lights kind of thing.
How do I hop out of this? Oh, fuck.
Crap.
Alright, keep talking, boys.
So you saw aliens, bro?
Might have.
Jesus.
I was watching Solar Opposites that night, so aliens might have taken
That's okay. Aliens are dope. Live connection with
there was a recent study, like some projection from NASA that said there could be up to 250 to 800 possible planets that have intelligent life in the Milky Way galaxy.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're definitely not the only life forms.
I don't like this car.
Well, I just think it's quite just interspecific.
Yeah, there's no
to reach this point.
That's not even possible. That's just impossible with the fact that we're the only ones, because the world, like, the universe is so diverse, and there's stuff outside our universe that we don't even know about. We could be the least exact internet. We don't even know it.
Facts.
We could be the newest.
Just because we're ignorant to the fact that there's other beings out there. So many people want to say ignorant to that fact that there's beings out there because they don't want to think about anything other than their own people. They want to think about us humans and
You gotta talk
who we
louder.
are. So, like,
Talk louder. Keep talking.
alright, so, like, people don't, like, see humans as, like, they see humans as the only smart life form living out there, but they don't realize that there are so many other life forms living out there, we just don't know about them. They are out there. That is 100% a fact.
So there's an actual theory that I firmly believe in. Like, many theories have evidence behind them. This is one of them. Like, it's basically like the truth, but they can't actually say it's the truth because that'd be blasphemy. That'd be Christianity if they said it was the truth.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now, God doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in. Do you believe in God? If you believe in God, it's completely fine.
No,
like, I don't judge anybody.
Here's the thing. I don't necessarily believe in anything, so to speak. I think that there's things that I simply, in this existence, cannot know. I'll hope for the best. I'll hope that there's something afterwards. But if not, I'm totally at peace with that.
So you're telling me that your belief's contradictory in itself and saying that it's the belief and no beliefs.
I believe that there should be. I do believe that there is something. I believe that there is something.
I think that there's goodness to coming from believing God, but from what I saw first person in the Christianity upbringing, I saw a lot of darkness. I saw a lot of kids that weren't able to be their true selves because they felt like they had to be this person that was respectful. Like, who the fuck is God? Have you spoke to God, viewer? Have I spoke to God? Have you spoke to God?
I don't know.
No. Nobody's ever came into contact with this so-called God, and so many people fucking throw their lives away for him.
Yeah.
And it's the truth behind God is it's the fear of not wanting to be alone and not knowing where you're gonna go after you die.
Yeah.
People love believing in the fact that you're gonna pass and be able to go to a heaven, and other people are gonna be able to go to hell. The people that hurt you are gonna go to hell, and the people that were good to you, like your family, are gonna be able to go to heaven. But
yeah,
there's just a comfort thing.
Oh, what's shitty about that is, like, you don't even know if all the people you'll ever gonna get to heaven.
Exactly.
So you can just go into the afterlife and not, like, have anybody else to enjoy it with, and just be like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to enjoy this now, knowing that my family and friends are burning for all eternity?
But honestly,
it's kind of a bittersweet victory.
No one knows. You can't, and no one knows, and like, you can't say anyone knows because that's not true. No one knows. Not a single being in the world knows.
Well,
because no one's lived through it, no one's gone through it.
Mhm.
And, I mean, science has said that the world did begin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I went off on a tangent. I was talking about theories. I was saying the theory that I'm talking about actually is that, like, we have been to this exact point of evolution several times, but what happens is, like, cataclysmic, like, or what's that called? Like, catastrophic destruction, like, has been caused to, like, completely wipe out culture.
Yes.
Completely wipe out all evolution. Life has to start over again on Earth.
Which is going to happen here.
There's evidence of that happening 600,000 years ago. Of like, if they had iPhones back 600,000 years ago, we wouldn't be able to find them in the ground. They'd be completely eaten up by Earth. The only thing that lasts is bones and stone structures. The structures we have here, they could have had similar things, but these don't last when the world takes over. If a giant volcano erupts and takes out everything, there's no recollection of that culture or that technological progressive side of things. Like, you just completely get lost in the past. And they're thinking that the next like catastrophic apocalypse per se is gonna be a fucking asteroid that's like 357,000 miles big that comes into our fucking solar system and ends up ravaging everybody. But by the time that happens, we're gonna be able to have life on Mars.
Yeah.
But it's like, are you gonna be on Mars? Are you gonna be on Mars?
I don't know. It's a one-way trip at this point.
Like, the fact that we're gonna be able to colonize Mars probably within the next 20 years, and we're gonna be able to see that. And immortality is an actual factor, like in our future, like never dying.
Yeah, and
that's something that can happen.
Yeah, we plan on
definitely
having to try to combat that.
I mean, the average lifespan now is reaching towards 95. Well, we're getting older and older as time goes on.
Talk louder.
Also think about
Like
how
almost yell.
it's like
Yeah,
louder.
like people are getting older as time goes on. Like
Perfect.
people are, like the average lifespan is getting longer and longer and longer. So at the time we're getting about to die, that average lifespan is going to be even higher.
Yes,
We're dying at a later rate.
Yeah,
which means we have more
We're
time
probably
to
going to have
build
an
up the
average
technology.
lifespan of 120 by the time we actually pass.
Yeah.
And that's even if we pass.
Yeah.
Because technology and the way everything's going is telling me that I'm going to be able to download my conscience, and copy it to an AI,
Yeah.
to a robot, to a different sentient being. And I'm going to be able to know what I am. I'm going to know that's me. I'm going to know that those are my memories in my head. But it's not going to be me. Because all we are, bro, we're fucking focused on this single point in our head, the central nervous system. Like, all of our everything that we feel, everything that we say, all of that comes from there. Everything we do.
Yeah.
Like,
And this is all electronic too. This is all electronic.
yeah, we're just biological machines.
it is
Yeah.
electricity, and that is meaning that electricity is going to cause us to go to the next evolution.
Yeah, which means at some point we will all be some form of robotic, humanoid thing just to keep us alive. We'll keep on living that way. That'll be the way we live.
If we keep on evolving and evolving and evolving, and that natural catastrophic occurrence, the universe balances shit out.
Yeah.
Equally, like, you have bad shit happening over here, there's gonna be equally good shit happening over here. There's always a balance in the universe. So when people or beings get too advanced, the theory is that Mother Earth sees that and destroys them.
Yeah.
Because once we get otherworldly, we're fucking breaking past our barriers that we're supposed to be at. We're supposed to be only conscious beings that are trying to survive. But once we pass the boring fucking residual bullshit of surviving, we're gonna be able to fucking be like, wait, to pass surviving and having kids and eating every day, what is there?
Yeah.
And there's so much more.
There really is. And we're finding that out as time goes on. Like, this started many, many years ago. I mean, now we have cars, now we have electronics, now we have computers, phones, everything. Now we're sitting here live streaming a podcast on GTA 5. Like, this is...
Like, how is this happening? Like,
Exactly.
if you have point A from the Earth being created,
Yeah.
like you just have nothing but animals and beings and species and monkeys that are probably related to us.
Yes, there is no end to that here.
You can't take a fucking hatchet and just end up creating a TV and
No.
Wi-Fi connection. It's like, how the fuck does that happen?
No, it
No one
happens
knows how
through
it happens.
evolution. Everyone, the beings get smarter. We evolve into better, smarter creatures.
But is it
And now
smarter
we're
for the
here.
worst?
That is true, because
Louder.
now we're dealing with global warming and stuff like that, which is actually going to put us into an ice age. A lot of people don't realize that. They think the world's going to burn up. I honestly think it's going to turn into an ice age. We're going to get all frozen over.
10,000 years ago, scientists have proven that half of North America was covered by a sheet of ice.
Yeah,
A massive sheet of ice. So we were basically the Antarctica.
yeah.
And warming happened on so many surfaces, but I feel like we're in a perfect resolution right now with how the world's ending up, because we have our freezing temperatures on the top and the bottom, and then we have the lukewarm to really hot in the middle.
Yeah, which kind of, I mean, the problem we got to worry about is we got to worry about those warmer temperatures warming up those poles and creating it so now these are both warm, which then adds problems there.
Just want to bring to you. Just think about this. What could possibly be under Antarctica?
Oh,
And
facts.
You don't. You never
There's
know.
there's a large archipelago under there. They've done like radar to see if there's any land masses. It seems to be a large archipelago. But there's no telling what kind of history can be buried there. We just forgot about it because it wasn't recorded in that.
Yeah, there's very possible there's history in Antarctica. There's buildings under it. That's a very big possibility.
Actually, there was this whole entire group of people that genuinely believed that after like Nazi Germany got infiltrated and all the Nazis had to go back to normal lives because they were looked at as committing war crimes and they were accepted by society. Nazis
the Warsaw
shit.
Pact.
It was believed that they went under Antarctica.
Yeah.
And they had this whole society underground that is very, like, I don't know if I'd say overdeveloped or underdeveloped.
Regarding where the
I feel like now it would be overdeveloped. It would be very developed now. They would have stuff that we wouldn't even know about because they're just underground.
If Hitler was still alive, like somehow through this underground society that's very advanced and very scientifically forward in society, and that was actually, if there's any truth to that, it'd be crazy. But I highly doubt that. Like I think Hitler capped himself. I think
definitely.
Did you know?
They did I'm sorry, but they did a
No, you're good.
DNA test actually on the skull that was supposedly recovered from that scene where that Hitler shot himself, and they found the skull to belong to a 30-something woman.
What?
Yeah.
So there's
Another theory too is that the Nazis, instead of escaping to Antarctica, they actually went to towns in South America. And I think there was a History Channel show called Finding Hitler where they actually went down there and they found like full towns just filled to the brim with Germans, and like a lot of them were like
In Africa?
no, in South America.
In South America?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And like they said that they showed them like their grandfathers or whatever's war medals. Like they weren't allowed to touch them though. They were like that precious. Like Nazi,
well, yeah. I mean,
like Third Reich ranks and shit.
Well, my question is, where do you get to the point where you can convince millions of people to do these horrendous things?
He must have been one hell of a fucking public.
well, that's what it was. He was
Like
very,
Trump. Like Trump convinces
Exactly.
millions upon billions even of people that what he's saying is true.
Yeah.
And if he's got that power, he can say anything.
Yeah.
Are you comparing Trump to Adolf Hitler?
Yes, I am. He's a modern day Adolf. You know how many deaths are actually under his fucking, like, since he's became president, the millions and millions of people that have died have been because of pandemic, war crimes, and or drug use. And it's been,
nothing to do with it.
the pandemic could have been fucking easily calmed down right when it started.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't put in the right fucking.
it wasn't-
Should have gone on
it
the
wasn't
lockdown. Deadass. As soon as China started their shit, we should have gone on lockdown.
That's what I was
We could've
thinking.
waited
As soon
a
as it
month
was
or two,
discovered, we
we
should have
would've
stopped.
The thing was
Now
that
we're
China
stuck in
covered up the
bullshit.
discovery for 3 months.
China covered up the discovery for 2 weeks, actually.
2 weeks.
The place that it came from
It was-
fucking created it, and it got out, and they didn't fucking tell anybody for 2 weeks. Then China found out, and then took another week to come out to the fucking world.
And then the China convinced the WHO to lie about it, saying that it wasn't an airborne virus.
And fucking 50% of deaths that are being recorded statistically are being called as coronavirus deaths, even if it was somebody crashing in a car.
Yeah.
Or somebody fucking
Just because
shooting
they tested
themselves in the
positive.
fucking head. They'll say this is a coronavirus death. How is that fucking... That's not tangible information.
No.
At all. This is all hypothetical, people. We don't know the facts.
Yeah, we're just bullshitting here, just
Like,
talking.
but in reality, this could be very true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
if
fact
we-
that this is a fucking a formulated plan to fucking isolate people to push this further narrative. That's very true. It could happen.
And this isolation is not good on anyone. This is we see it all over. I mean, people are. Suicide is a big problem with this.
And domestic violence.
Domestic violence is a huge issue because people are locked in together. I know, shit gets hard when you're like locked in an area with people for a long period of time. You don't want to be there. You want to be able to get out and do shit, and that has a toll on people's brains. People don't like that. They want to be able to go out and have their freedom. Now, if we got this right when it started, we wouldn't have that problem. We wouldn't have been locked up for however many months it's been. We would have been in quarantine for maybe a month or two everything would have been fine. The virus would have gone away if we locked down the entire country. That's locking down borders. That's locking down all that. All that shit.
But you know what fucking Trump said? He said, at the beginning of this, I vividly remember him saying, we're a strong nation, we will fight through this, and we will be okay. And he proceeded to do nothing.
Yeah.
But he watched the numbers go up of infections around the state. And then eventually he was like, yeah, let's close down restaurants, let's close down gas stations. And then you're fucking looking at what he's doing and putting in place, and it's like, does that even make sense? Like, why do places have to shut down at 7 p.m.? What, is the corona more active at nighttime?
Yeah.
Why do places have to shut down at fucking 7 p.m.? If you're gonna fucking put in these laws to prevent something, you gotta have it fucking make tangible sense. Like,
yeah,
you can't just say all these small businesses that are failing and making no money, and if you open, you're gonna fucking be breaking laws. That's okay. Like, this is completely like, he doesn't know what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And there's so many businesses going out of business because of this virus.
I know a lot of small business owners that lives have been ruined by this fucking pandemic and the laws that have been spread because of it.
Yeah. Because that's their only income. Their income is from their business. That is what they do. They do that to make money. That's how they're paying for their house. That's paying for rent, phone bill, TV bill, heating, electric, all that. All stuff that's now essential because of this. We're locked in our house. We want our electronics. We want to be able to watch our fucking TV because we're sitting here doing nothing. We close our businesses. We can make no money. And now we can't watch TV because we can't pay for it either because we're making no money.
And that's why you have these fucking these citywide riots.
Exactly.
Burning down shit. People are fed up. We need safety. We need actual safety. We don't want fucking the enforcement of law to be the people that we're scared of. I personally, the second I see a blue light when I'm driving, am automatically panicked. I'm fucking fearful for my fucking life, and that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, the second I see something light up when I'm driving, I'm thinking, oh my god, cop, he's gonna pull me over and fucking charge me out the ass for a ticket of something that I should legally be able to do in the first place.
Some stupid shit that doesn't matter.
And they're so quick to do that, and they're so quick to take out the taxes from your paycheck. But how long does it take to fucking get your taxes back? It takes us hours to fucking to put in all your information, to get your money that you worked for back. You gotta fucking sit there for hours and put in all this information. But the second you fucking get a paycheck, the government's got it. They've got their portion already. They don't have to have all this paperwork. They got it.
Yeah. Well, what did you tell me earlier? Fucking everything. Everything is fast with taking your money, but slow with giving you money. Like, I deposited a check today. I'm waiting for it still. Like, it's so slow
earlier
to get money.
today, like in the morning.
Yeah, like early this morning.
And it's been pending all day. But the second you get paid,
they'll
financial institutions got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Instantly. And it's like, if you can instantly take all this fucking money that's not even yours in the first place and all this shit, then you can easily put in fucking things that will help the virus spread and the pandemic and the separation of the people. Because people are fucking turning on people at this point because people don't have food, they don't have money to pay for their electricity, they don't have money to pay for their fucking anything. They don't have money to pay for life. Life is expensive.
It really is.
But yeah, that's our tangent.
It's quite a tangent. A lot of twists and turns there.
I know, maybe it wasn't quite, like, followable.
We started with aliens.
Yeah, I know. We started with aliens and we ended up on government flaws.
Fuck, man.
That's the point of this podcast, just to kind of flow with what's going on. Like,
Why did you change this shit?
we just talk about whatever we are vibing with at this moment. Why the fuck is not my vape charging?
You gotta keep playing. I'll play.
Play, brother.
How long have we been live for?
Probably been about 45 or 40 minutes.
Really? Wow. I'm proud of us.
Oh, no, actually, we've only been live for like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So speak, people.
I speak truth for the people.
Truth of the people. Truth of the people is something that's really.
The shrooms are severely starting to hit me. I don't know where it's gonna take me.
I think a big issue we have nowadays is the college debt crisis.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily believe in free college.
No.
Because there needs to be some sort of transaction there. But it doesn't need to be up to $7,000 or even up to like $25,000 just for tuition, and then double that or the same amount.
Those are
for room
cheap
and board.
prices. You're talking community college prices.
$25,000 a semester?
You're still.
That's cheap.
That's really cheap for
That's
college.
cheap for good college.
Syracuse
like,
University is like $46,000 a year.
I've heard of universities that are $70,000 a semester.
Yeah.
Like Harvard, Yale.
It's so
Just for
insane.
tuition or
Yeah.
with room and board?
And like this is for
I
education.
believe for tuition to get a fucking foot in the door.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was checking out RIT. They're like $50K for tuition and room and board per semester.
That's crazy.
Or per year, I mean.
What was it?
$50K.
RIT? No way.
A year?
With scholarships and shit. No way. It was $50K a year.
Yeah.
RIT, like the Rochester Institute of Technology.
Yeah. Or it could have been semester based.
No, I believe
Yeah,
that. I believe that factually.
That was like
That could
25
be.
grand for tuition, 25 for
It could
room
be.
and board.
But still, that's a lot of money. Like
Yeah, it's
people are
a
paying.
ridiculous amount of money to expect. 'Cause most of that money doesn't actually go back into most of the schools. It goes to the board of executives that actually run the school. They hire all these BS positions that have nothing to do with actual education just to get brownie points with, whoever their audience is trying to be. Like it's ridiculous, and the student shouldn't have to pay that bill. They shouldn't have to pay the bill when you want to do a cool project just to get some brownie points, or start doing all these other like events and have these new departments open up, even though you're not adding any more classes. It's just these new facilities and stuff. Like that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to expect someone who's a child just coming out of high school to shoulder hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt without even beginning to start their career.
Yeah.
It's insane. That you used to be able to work your way through college. I know somebody whose grandfather went to Lemoyne College. He paid $100 for his tuition, and even with inflation, it's not even close to what they're charging now.
Yeah. Like with inflation, that'd be like him paying like 15 grand.
Yeah. Really?
Like if you think about how things are, because cars were like $1,000, like brand new fucking good cars in the '60s were $1,000
Yeah, no, like
to $2,500, and now that's getting a piece of shit car.
Yeah.
Like a completely piece of shit that doesn't barely run at all.
It's inflation. Yeah.
No, you get a new car with $25K.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the best car ever.
No, it's not.
I mean, you're not going to get your dream car for $25K. You're not going to even get like.
You're gonna get a fucking base model car with a color you don't even want for $25K.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be tan.
Yeah.
No one picks a tan car.
And if you're in
They give you tan.
Yeah.
And like that's the sad thing. It's like our grandparents act like we had everything handed to us. We didn't.
Yeah.
We have to go our whole lives in debt because of the economy they left us.
Yeah. They
Like-
left us in that position. And that's how it works.
Our whole life, like it just fucked up. Like to even live and exist in New York is hard to do
I think it's just
for anybody.
It might just be. I think it's just because we did all these like monopoly busting things back in the day, but we got a lot of those back. There's so many monopolies just like in media.
Keep talking. I'm gonna put food
in various.
The thing is, they're not monopolies yet. Right now, they're still technically just conglomerates.
Conglomerate.
Yeah,
Conglomerate.
Yeah, conglomerate. Yeah, so whatever
Conglomerate. Conglomerate?
Yeah, that. I learned about it in my fucking class, okay? But, because monopolies are not an okay thing, but, there are businesses very close to getting there, like Disney. You motherfuckers don't even realize how much Disney owns that you
It's like
watch
30
on a daily basis.
It's like 30% of media.
They own the majority.
Disney owns pharmacies.
Yeah, they own the majority.
Like
of,
why would Disney need to have
affiliations with people giving people OxyContin and fucking Hydro.
Exactly.
It's a mind control thing.
Yeah, they also they are also they have the they have like a primary control on most fucking television entertainment. They have primary control. They have ABC. They have their Disney channels. They have ESPN now that they own. They own fucking ESPN. Like, holy fuck.
Not to mention the new streaming service.
Yeah, they have the Disney Plus, the new streaming service they have.
They also, Disney owns Hulu as well.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, like, and Hulu and Spotify usually are bundled together, so there might be a similar.
Disney owns so
company,
much, and now I believe they're working with Sony. And they have Marvel Studios. They have the Star Wars series. Disney is taking over the movie industry, and that's what's going to happen. Disney's going to have to accept the fact at some point that they're going to have to release rated R movies.
You know how many allegations Walt Disney has had about him for sexual assault?
Yeah, Walt Disney has had so many allegations.
And he's like an open anti-Semite, but nobody cares because he died in the 70s.
Disney
He was a racist, sexist, rapist, basically.
Disney itself has had so many sexual violations in its history, so many sexual things against it.
How many times growing up do you fucking remember vividly seeing something that was produced by Disney scarring you, being just scary and uncomforting? I remember that because there's a Donald Duck Halloween special, and just the way it was done was so like uneasy putting. Like it wasn't even like spooky. Like this is Halloween time with Donald Duck. It was a general feeling of just like whoever created this, whatever their fucking motive behind this is not good.
Yeah, because that's fucked.
Like there's no explanation to the relentless force of Walt Disney throughout the nation. Like he was looked at as a god at one point. Like Walt Disney World was the place to fucking be if you wanted to be somebody.
Still considered a place to be, honestly.
I love Walt Disney.
I've been there twice.
The Disney World's the fucking best. I'm not talking shit about them, but
yeah, it's complicated.
keep it going. I got pissed.
See what Disney itself has so many secrets, and but not a lot of people know about because they just aren't. You just don't hear about them because they're secrets, obviously.
Yeah,
very few people hear about them. But then there's the stuff that gets out, and there's always that thing that gets out with everything. Like every big corporation has secrets get out. Disney has had some pretty big secrets get out that aren't good.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of things have. Like sports teams have big secrets that come out, but like there's so much dark history behind Disney. Like the fact that so many of the, like just so much fucked up shit has happened. Like with Walt Disney, the man himself, the Disney World, just the Disney Corporation itself has had so much fucked up history in it, and no one knows about it. Not a lot of people know about it, and people do know about some of it, but there's so much that we don't know about. Like there's probably so much stuff about Disney that we have no fucking clue about, just because no one has come out and said anything or it hasn't been reported. There's so much shit about everything that we have no fucking clue about. We're clueless about everything, honestly. The human race is super clueless about most things. We don't fucking know a thing. Yet.
Did we wake the baby?
I hope not. Did I?
I don't think we did.
Did we wake the baby up? That'd be fucked.
I mean, I feel like our voices are not too abrasive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, Chicken Tender and JizzyBoof here have a kid together.
Yeah, we have a gay child.
No, I don't know how that happened.
I'm straight. I like pussy.
As am I.
I live in an
like
apartment, which is one house, and there's 2 tenants. I'm one of the tenants, and my sister is the other tenant. And I have a niece. She had her baby with her significant other about 1.5 years ago, and Thea is my greatest pride and joy. Being an uncle is crazy. It really is crazy, and it's annoying Because it's like, damn, you're gonna be inflicted by the world like I was, only worse. Like, facts.
Why do I feel like Thea's gonna have like the fucking best stamina at the party out of everyone though?
When Thea's like 18, dude, she's gonna be at my house rolling J's.
Dude, yeah, we're all gonna be like older, hanging out, and Thea's gonna be like smoking.
Thea's
like,
gonna be
10
a
times
G.
more than us.
Next generation.
Yeah.
Next generation of stoners just fucking.
It's weird to think that this little baby upstairs is gonna be like an actual like functioning member of society, and hopefully she doesn't become a heroin addict. I'm gonna cross my fucking, I'm gonna cross my fucking fingers on this one. Like hopefully, like she accepts who she is and just lets it flow. Like, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Just in case I wasn't having enough.
I honestly think I'm just driving around in a fucking circle right now. I have no fucking clue what's going on.
We are kind of on like a second conversation, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely just driving in a fucking circle right now. Waiting for the cop to hop on my asshole.
Imagine if your line went forward that we have a kid. We just let it cry itself out. Oh god.
It's
No,
just
yeah,
like
no,
sitting up there.
I assume they're taking care of it.
Yeah.
They definitely are.
It's definitely like.
She's actually reached that stage where like they gotta start like letting her
What
just
is this shit?
cry herself out. Like
Yeah.
that's actually true.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like a baby crying most of the time, it's either they're hungry or they got woke up and they're scared. And most of the time, they're trying to just like I knew how my mom was telling me about how when I was growing up, she was like, you used to reach like the age of 2 years old where like every time you cry, we put like 50% like to it, you know, like because we went all 100% when you were first born, of course. But when you start like actually like being a person yourself, like they take the care and like they kind of like work it out yourself. Like her crying, she's probably crying because she heard one of us say something loud or she heard me fucking shut the oven door. But she'll be able to cry herself back to sleep, like 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's like imagine like our ancestors like 2,000 years ago. The fucking babies literally were sleeping in mud and had to fucking deal with this horrible fucking possibility of parasitical shit happening around them, or
Dude, yeah.
like horrible things. Like babies nowadays are being so conditioned to believe that it's normal to like have technology all the time. It's normal to like just have what you want all the time.
Yeah. And just be able to cry it up, you know? You cry, you're gonna get what you want.
do, they cry.
Yeah.
I got a job going right now.
I mean, I wish the fucking world was still like that. I wish I could cry and get handed a fucking joint. Like, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
Every
holy
time
shit.
I cried, I had a tit in my face and a joint. I
Yeah,
would
like,
cry all the
right
time.
now.
Yeah,
I mean,
dope as shit.
I'd be at work and start crying.
Yeah,
every fucking
exactly.
time, dude.
But, oh, I'm at work, I need to be stoned.
Perfect. They're right around the corner.
But like it's like I don't know. It's something that we're taught when we're growing up. It's like I feel like as boys, like as men,
Yeah.
like we are especially taught to like
We are definitely.
suppress our emotions.
Yes.
Like we're taught to don't let the world see how you feel. Don't let females know how you feel, especially if you are interested in a
Copy
girl.
that.
Don't let
I've
her
got
know how
something
you're
for you.
feeling like,
Yeah.
Sure,
with
I'll
your
take
heart.
that one.
And like that's so fucked up. I feel like as humans, we should just be like, yeah, we're fucking.
Okay,
we're
all
weird
yours.
people.
You're not
Yeah,
far
We're a
away.
species of fucking animal on this earth that just somehow managed to be the smartest.
We're the weirdest species on Earth.
We're the
Honestly.
weirdest, most destructive species.
Like, no other species is like, you don't have to go through that much shit to fuck. Or, like, have
Like
a
for
relationship.
real. No, it's facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Like if you're a fucking duck, dude, you walk up to any duck and you fucking put your dick in them.
Actually,
like, ducks
no.
have corkscrew
Yeah,
cocks.
yeah, they shoot out.
They shoot the fucking.
grab that.
They're made for rape, and it's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying.
That is how ducks
That is
work.
true.
They have a springy
I heard about
dick
that.
that shoots out into the female, pulls, and it has like spikes on it that pulls them in.
Yeah, it's barbed.
So they can
it's
fuck-
barbed and curved.
Yeah.
And corked.
So you can pull them in, and you'll fuck them. That's how ducks work.
And it's very dark.
Yeah, it is.
It's very dark. Like imagine if humans worked like that. Like some still fucking think that that's their goal in life is to fucking make women feel really small.
Yeah.
And fuck them. But those people need to die.
They really do.
Because if you click with a woman emotionally, then you can fuck them. That's society. That's
Exactly.
just natural. If you click with a woman emotionally and you're able to text them cool fucking pictures and they like the pictures, then you can look each other in the eyes and fucking take your clothes off and fucking put your dick in their pussy.
So, I mean, if you're being honest, that's the same way that works with other animals. They're like, oh, you like the same flower as me? Let's fuck.
Wow, you make the same amazing
your
noise as me?
Yeah,
Your antlers are so big.
Yeah.
Your antlers are huge. Wait, true. Like, animals do judge, I'm sure. Like, they probably look at other squirrels and they're like, they probably look at other squirrels, like, squirrels probably look at other squirrels and say, your tail is bigger than this guy's tail, so I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah, they're like, holy shit, that tail is bigger than that one.
That tail's fluffy and luxurious.
They're
Fuck
like,
you, Jeffrey. I'm going for George.
Copy
Look
that.
at that
Should only be a
tail.
block or two away.
Like,
Facts.
holy
Like,
fuck,
it's basically whatever you're able to accumulate.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, that shit's whack just to think about.
It's...
That's another thing about the duck rape thing.
Yeah, duck's rape.
Yeah. So another interesting thing about that, you know, they had that corkscrew fucking spiked dicks, but to prevent all like that rape and shit, female ducks actually evolved like multiple vaginas, like one vagina with like a dozen birth canals that like they're kind of like dead ends essentially. So like a duck like rapes her and goes down the wrong
I didn't
end.
know that.
She kind of gets the last laugh, like, well, you're not, actually getting me pregnant, fucking dummy.
Oh, so they have evolved throughout the universe to make this work so that, you know, if it's not a dude they want to fuck, they're like, ah, fuck you, motherfucker, you went down the wrong hole.
Fuck yeah, bud. Alright, so at the end of the day, rape is not the fucking move.
No, that is
Okay,
bad.
yeah,
Rape is bad. Don't rape anyone.
that should go without saying.
Yeah, like really, you shouldn't rape anyone ever.
But are there fucking organisms that exist still today that were completely made on rape? Yes. Like fucking ducks.
Yeah.
And there are piece of shit humans that still feel the need to fucking victimize young girls, young boys, even regular girls, regular boys. Like,
You're
it's
talking about ducks fucking regular humans?
no.
Oh.
I'm talking about like
I got real
there's
confused.
predators. Like there's people that think that are still very like. I honestly think that people that are fucked up enough to actually force somebody to fuck them are literally unevolved.
Yeah.
Like me as a fucking person, I know in my state right now, and even in the state that I was on 15 Xanax and meth and heroin in my system, I would never fucking hurt a woman and put her in a sexual circumstance to feel uncomfortable. There are actual people that exist that have the DNA that are just fucking unevolved. They're undeveloped. Like they're fucking sick. And those people need to die. I'm sorry. Like, I really believe that people that can hurt other people and hurt kids and shit like that should die. There shouldn't be put them in prison and let them fucking live their lives and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People that can fucking hurt children should die.
Yeah, because that's especially children, because that's such an innocent brain.
You're so easily like developmental. Like you can anything that you're fucking shown pretty much you believe as a kid.
Yeah, it's like
so if somebody fucking pulls out their fucking cock and they're like, this is where it's at, suck my dick, and they're a fucking kid, that'll fuck them up forever.
It will.
That'll fuck them up forever and make them think that's how life is.
Yeah, that's what horror movies do. We were talking about that earlier. You watch a horror movie when you're young, that's gonna scar you forever.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that's doing. That's teaching you a norm that's not okay. That's gonna scar you forever when you realize that's not okay. That's not what the world's supposed to be like. And that's just fucked.
Like, I'm sorry, but if you're undeveloped and you actually think that forcing like people to consent to sex, like, I mean, obviously not consent, but if you think that forcing people to have sex with you, like, is the thing, like, you should die. Like, there is just, me as a person right now knows in all states of my mind, my coherency, that forcing people to have sex is not the fucking move.
Yeah, obviously, it goes without saying.
Yeah, it goes without saying at all times. And there are literal people that that we're around every day that we don't even realize that have this mindset that women are for sex.
Yeah.
Women are for pleasing the male. They're for doing the dishes.
Which
they're
is
for...
not true.
No.
It's not true at all.
Those people, the men who believe that don't love their mothers.
All three
No.
Like that's
Facts.
seriously. Like,
Or they don't respect them.
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah.
Because to respect a person, like, okay, if you're gonna have sex with somebody, you need to respect them as a person. You need to understand them emotionally, and you need to understand at least some of their likes and their flaws and like what's going on with them, and then have their consent. Like, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking's great. Fucking is awesome. You know?
Yeah, everyone loves fucking. Fucking is amazing.
It's the most fucking Neanderthalic, like,
Yeah.
base, primitive thing. It's
But
having sex.
There's a lot of stuff that has to do with fucking. You don't just fuck someone.
No,
Like-
you don't just look at a bitch in the eyes and you're like, me, you, pound.
Yeah,
And you
like,
fuck.
you have a connection. You have a connection with that person, and that's why you fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just fuck them because you were like, oh, this person's
Okay.
hot, let's fucking rape them. No, that's fucked up. Honestly, if you're
Why are we
watching,
still on this?
We're on the rape subject
Because we've been on here for fucking 10 minutes.
Because rape is like an
It
actual,
is
like,
fucked.
fucked up situation.
It is.
that's-
We've established that. Can we
It's,
move
it's
on?
still happening.
it is still happening.
Nothing
and
we
it-
say is going to
it
change.
happens
As
in our
we
daily
speak, there are
lives.
people hurting people forever right
There
now.
are so many people all across the entire world, and I mean,
In the Philippines, especially, there's a
Yeah.
whole entire fucking
don't-
like.
and we don't
keep
even
talking
realize
about it,
sitting here on this couch,
We
just
said
chilling
everything
here.
needs to be said on the subject.
No, Ty was very uncomfortable about the rape
Because
subject.
we keep saying
Yeah.
it over and over again at the top of our lungs when there's fucking a family right there.
Yeah, they don't care. It'll be okay.
I know, but it just feels uncomfortable fucking
Okay.
yelling.
All right, change the subject. What do you want to talk about? All right, so
Dolphins are pretty fucked up.
Rape is bad.
rape
Don't
is
rape.
bad, and if you rape, you're a piece of shit and should die.
And get
Okay.
off this
Yeah,
fucking street
yeah,
right now.
fuck you.
Like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Don't.
But if you're a regular
Yes.
person that understands
We
consent
love
is
you.
a thing, we
We
love
love
you.
you.
And
You're a
that's
great
where it's
human.
at.
You're a great human.
Okay, we done with the subject?
Yes, we're done with the
All
rape
right,
subject
okay.
and duck raping.
Okay, do you know that dolphins are pretty bad rapists as well?
You're off! We're like, alright, we're getting off the subject, Tyler. We're making you uncomfortable.
Like,
and he's like, dolphins are rapists.
You know, so like they like they'll
They
come
rape
up,
humans.
yeah, in the water.
They
they'll
do
come
rape
up,
humans.
Can I speak? They'll come up out of the water and fucking hump the shit out of humans. They'll do it in the water, and they'll decapitate fish and masturbate with their head.
Wait, what?
I'm serious.
Repeat that?
They will decapitate fish and masturbate using their heads.
Using a dead fish's head.
Yes.
No
Dolphins are fucked up, dude.
So that's like a human fucking killing somebody to use their head as a flashlight.
Fuck, that is fucked.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, fucking look it up, man.
Oh my
Fucking dolphins are. People get tattoos of them, of dolphins on their body.
Well, dolphins are
rapists.
Dolphins are actually closest to humans.
Yeah.
They're the closest animal to humans, like with how their brain size is and how their brain activity is. Did you know that?
Yeah,
I thought pigs were.
They're one of the smartest.
Pigs have the closest eye evolution. Like they have eyes like us. They perceive like visually very close to humans. Like that's the closest thing to humans visually. But perception wise, it goes dolphins and chimps. Dolphins and chimpanzees are
insanely
very perceptive, very learnable, and the only reason people are like, yeah, fuck dolphins is because they're in a whole different fucking galaxy because they live up in the water. Like, dolphins are smart. They have their language. Like, if they're fucking traveling with a pack of dolphins and they notice a pack of dolphins that they don't like, oh, maybe this fucking dude 5 years ago fucked with me and stole my food, I'm gonna let out this frequency that lets you know that this is an enemy coming up on me.
this dude fucked
And they can choose whether or not they fucking fight.
Yeah.
Like if they don't fucking like the vibe of this fucking dolphin pack coming up on them, they will fuck the other dolphins up.
Yeah, and that's how shit works. That's how we work as humans. Like, we didn't vibe with fucking the Vietnam War. We didn't vibe with fucking the communism, so we were like, fuck that, we're gonna go fuck that up. And then we fucked up and fucked some shit up over there.
Communism and Marxism looks like a good idea for people with a compassionate standpoint. Like people look at the general idea of it and like, oh, everybody's gonna equally get everything, so shouldn't that make sense? But no, that's not what happens. Mass genocide is what happens
Yes,
when that happens.
The way it works out, in theory, what Karl Marx wrote down in the Communist Manifesto, it should work. In theory, it should work, but in real life, it will never work. And there are many reasons for that. And greed is a big reason for that. People like their money. People like what's going on. I like my money, honestly. I like money. I like being able to go out and buy a fucking ounce of pot. Like, fuck yeah.
Money's dope.
You need money for that.
Money is dope.
And
money's gangsta.
And like in communism, it always ends up being a dictatorship. It always ends up being one leader having power, which is not how it should be. Communism was supposed to be everyone equal.
If you gave me $5 billion tonight, I would be a completely different person tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I would be in Fiji with a fortress, and I would have everybody that I love and know with me.
Yeah.
Like, I would be, like, completely separate from who I am now. And I'd probably, like, learn different languages, and I'd probably fucking jet ski every single fucking day of my life.
Yeah.
There's, like, these people with money that don't have any actual real-world worries that are running the world are fucking it up.
Yeah, that's the problem. The people with money. And,
But they got that money for a reason.
Yes, exactly.
Their family was smart. The people before them were smart. But now they have all the money and have all these initiatives that they believe in, and they can push them because they got all the money.
Yeah.
But the original founders of the people that put all their money into this, and the reason why they are so huge, like, they're gone. Like, those people are dead.
Yeah, they're long gone.
Like, use your money to fucking help people.
Yeah, and a lot of people won't do that.
No, like, the Rothschild family that's worth hundreds of billions of dollars and that owns 98% of America will not help people.
So you look at people like Rockefeller, who gave a lot to charity. He was a very wealthy man, gave a lot to charities that benefited him, charities that were causes for stuff that he liked. And, like, honestly, everyone should give a little bit to something that they like. Like, if you're out there, say you like pot, and you're just hooking a friend up with some pot in a time of need. That's a charity. That's giving. That's
normal. That's normal human connection.
Yeah.
Like me seeing somebody on the side of the road that I feel is very, very unfortunate. Me giving them $1 so they can go get some fucking food. That's just human.
Yeah.
Like that's the human to me. But these people that are in these billionaire positions that have all this money and have all this reign over the world can't actually see where the real problems lie.
Yeah.
They can't fucking firsthand see it, so they just assume. And they're like, I have all this money and power, so I'm gonna fucking do whatever the fuck I want.
Like, if you think about it, like every millionaire, like every billionaire in the world gave $1 million. That's Trump change.
Come on, bro.
Okay, for them, a billionaire, $1 million. If they gave $1 million into a fund, they could literally house homeless people.
No,
every billionaire.
Yeah, they can
all over the world.
It'd be easy. It'd be easy, and they wouldn't fucking notice an actual deficit.
No.
Like, they wouldn't notice, that money's missing. Like,
yeah, I could, like, someone could hack into their bank account, take $1 million. The only one that's going to notice is someone that's keeping an eye on
that
their
wasn't the
books.
point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make was specifically
it doesn't matter to
that
them.
it wouldn't affect them.
Yeah.
Helping out hundreds of thousands of people, they could do easily, but they won't.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, why?
The amount of money they can make in one day, they can help 1 million people live a better life.
Yeah.
But they won't. They won't. And that's pointless.
If I was in a position where I was a Rothschild heir, and I came to own all this money and all these businesses and all this shit, I would use my power to fucking help unfortunate people.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, but I would.
And you could still help unfortunate people and have luxuries of being rich. You could still drive a fucking Benz truck and set up
and help people
water
and not be a
systems
cunt.
in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, you could drive your Benz truck around Africa, giving people money to help them set up water systems.
And it's a big stipulation. Like, people think that, like, people fly to Africa as a job.
Yeah.
And help feed people as a job. It shouldn't be a job.
No, it should
be something that, like, we have an excess of this.
Yeah.
So you can have this because you don't have it.
Yeah.
But that's not how the world thinks. Americans, especially American celebrities, have this excess of money, and use it to push this fucking political narrative. And it's so stupid. It's like, what do politics have to do with anything?
And it all goes into offshore bank accounts too, and it's not taxed either. They're not taxed. And honestly, I think they should be taxed slightly more because, I mean, we need to balance this out. Like, Social Security's getting eaten up, and if you just balance it all out, it'll be fine. Rich people aren't gonna miss. Like, if rich people are paying a little bit more, they're not gonna miss that money.
Oh shit!
It beeped like forever ago. Like
no, that was just the preheat.
I'm gonna check it because it's
check it.
smelling pretty.
Tyler hasn't talked in a minute. I think he might be a little fucked.
It's because you guys keep talking
The
over.
vodka's hitting him.
Do we?
So, yeah, you guys go back and forth. I can't interject anything.
Interject, Tyler.
Interject, dude. That's what
Just be like, shut the fuck up.
That's what me and Brandon are doing. We're just going with
We're
each
literally
other.
cutting each other off.
Yeah. And you know, that's what it's how the vibe goes.
But yeah, Tyler, when you get back in here, authoritate and fucking tell us.
Yeah. You need to be we gotta respect your authority.
Like I'm sorry, like anybody who listens to this, like it's gonna look like we're just fucking going off on these tangents that don't make any sense. But like, I feel like you will definitely get that they make some sense. Like, the world is fucked up.
Listen to them in depth, and if you're fucked up, it'll definitely help.
Yeah, like I'm on mushrooms and some liquor and some weed.
I've definitely been drinking and smoking a little bit. I could use some pot though. That is a good idea.
Fuck. Where is the pot?
I have a dab pen in my pocket.
Can we hit that?
Yeah. Let me get a rip off it.
I think I left my dab pen in the car.
Fuck. When Tyler comes back, I'll go grab that shit for you.
Rip that shit.
I will rip that shit.
Yay. But yeah.
Yeah, you know, the world's fucked. And, you know, that needs to be fixed, but it's not going to be fixed.
It's not going to be fixed. Like,
the world's going to stay fucked forever. And that's how, we're just going to have to accept that.
Ducks are going to keep raping. People are going to keep bitching. It's never going to stop. Oh my god, thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. You are a fucking Jeep.
Did you turn the oven off?
Fucking corn dogs.
Here, let me pop the piece in before you do that. Not turn it off. Here,
I'm gonna eat corn dogs with you guys.
He's the entertaining, Gabe, that you can do it.
We got fucking corn dogs now because now this motherfucker, this dope ass motherfucker, he just got his new crib, so he doesn't have much shit. But you know, he got the basic essentials. Corn dogs are definitely one of the basic essentials. If you don't like fucking corn dogs, I mean, I honestly don't really know what's up with you. It's like so easy to eat. It's just on a stick. That's so fucking easy. Holy bitch. Doesn't get messy. You just hold the fucking corn dog and eat it. I'm talking about how corn dogs are so amazing because you just get to hold them with a stick.
They're the perfect food to have at the fair.
Here, you talk to them and I'll move over here real quick.
Why, greetings, Internet. It is me, Chicken Tender. As you can see, I am pouring Dr. Pepper into this red Solo cup. Now, Dr. Pepper is known for its 23 flavors. It's sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, so this is what we are.
This is what we're doing, huh?
What's up?
We got some corn dogs.
We got corn dogs. We fucking pimp chimping. We vibing. Tyler ain't about this shit. Look at him. He's like, what in the fuck are these fucking assholes? But yeah, for the audio listeners, we gotta keep it rolling. We gotta keep talking about bullshit.
Random bullshit.
Random bullshit. Alright, next topic. Tyler, just random thought. We're gonna focus on it. Just come up with it. And you start it off.
I want to give my reason for earlier for believing that there is something in the great beyond.
Louder for the people.
And what do you mean by the great beyond? Explain that first.
So my theory, I don't really have any specific belief on what happened, you know, like what exists beyond our perception of reality. But what always bothers me is where the Big Bang came from. Like, I'm thinking of it kind of like an old CRT TV, kind of flipping it on, and it kind of sparks a little bit and expands. You know what I mean? Like, where was the origin of that? What higher power created that? And if there wasn't, have we lived this universe before? It just condensed back into a ball and expanded?
The idea of the Big Bang itself, I think, is that there was no higher power, and that it was just all a bunch of mass that came into itself and created.
Where did that mass come from? Where did time and space come from? There's no
one
laws
no
before
one
the Big Bang.
We won't know.
The time and space conception is fucked up. All right, psychedelics will tell you that, but unless you haven't tried psychedelics, you will not know. Truly,
They're fun.
You won't know truly that time is not an actual like factor to life until you try psychedelics. But yeah.
Do you feel that time takes longer on psychedelics though?
Totally.
It feels a little slower.
It feels like years in hours.
You definitely feel time a lot more.
Yeah,
the first few times, yeah, but now I can basically, like, with when I first started smoking pot, I could, like, perceive what was real.
Yeah.
And, like, what was my own idea of what was real.
Yeah.
And once you get in that, like, middle ground of, like, you're comfortable with it, you're be able to perceive time better. Definitely.
Well, I mean, that's what, like you said, that's with pot too. I mean, you're perceive time better as you get more used to ingesting it. I mean, they are drugs. You have to get used to it.
Here's something a food for thought. In the Bible, they refer to anyway, the reference to the burning bush in the Bible. I say it's entirely possible they could have had some sort of marijuana or other drug strain.
I feel like a burning bush in the Bible would definitely be more like peyote.
Totally possible.
What do you think, man?
Because we got the whole stoned ape theory, all that shit. It's entirely possible that our perceptions of religion, our talks with God, have just been us on, very fucking strong drugs.
This is gonna sound like I'm a fucking crackhead, but I think everybody in this room is God. I think everybody you come in contact with is God. We're on this hive net of emotions, and we're on this hive net of technology. We're in this hive net of, oh my god, I feel this, or oh my god, I feel that. Like, I want to hurt somebody, or I want to show somebody my Pinterest, or how I cook things. It's like, we're on this, like, generally accepted basis of technology at this point, and it could make or break us. Like, I feel like I'm definitely not making any sense at this point.
I feel like none of us are making any sense at this point, but
where does the line come in that something makes sense?
Well, we're
all just saying words,
chaining
them together, hoping somebody else can interpret what we're trying to say.
And that's exactly how life is too. That's what we're getting at. Like, everything's just strung together in
Hey, what's up? I'm JizzyBoof.
In sequences that we're trying to make sense of them. Like, that's what everything is. That's like what religion is. We're just trying to take a sequence of events and make sense of them and try to figure out what the...
Try to feel comfortable about it.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? That's why this shit was written. That's why the Bible was written. That's why supernatural stuff exists. That's why all this stuff that's been in our brains. It's because we're trying to make sense of things that we don't know, honestly. And you'll never know. Supernatural stuff definitely could exist. That is a high possibility.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
And the same idea that we're all fucking reptilian aliens retards that come from out of nowhere could be the truth. It's like nobody knows.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly just because...
And no one will ever know. That's how it is.
I think the main reason is because we as humans can't perceive the concept of true nothingness.
Dispatch, we got eyes on the target.
Because we can't wrap our head around that, it's easier for us to wrap our head around whatever religion we decide to follow. Whatever explanation we decide to
no matter what, we will never have full, true nothingness. You will never reach full.
Suspect last name
You always have something.
Oh, boys, we've actually been well over an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long have we been?
15 minutes over an hour.
No shit.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We kept on talking longer.
Yeah.
Look at our huge audience of viewers.
Our huge audience of one person that hung on. But it's all about the future.
It's all about the future.
Is that you, Brandon?
It's you.
No, it doesn't pick up me because it's my actual account.
Sure?
Yeah, this is like my my YouTube like dashboard account that like watches my lives and like
I'll wait.
credits them and
I'm gonna
shit.
save that for the pizza, bro.
But yeah, homies, this is an attempt at a podcast, and yeah, next time it'll be definitely more clerical and more planned out.
And we love you all very much.
Yeah, whoever
You are
decided to
amazing
come by and watch whatever.
Whoever listened to us or who decides to listen to us, we appreciate.
You are
heavily.
amazing.
Hey, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Just
Like, yeah, like and subscribe, yeah.
Are we doing the YouTube thing? Are we doing it now? Are we
Yeah, we're fucking, we're YouTubers. We're big cock YouTubers, you know what I'm saying?
Big swinging dick in the room.
Big swinging dick and Tyler's in the middle. We're fucking around and fucking cocksucker.
I did not consent to this. Alright, well, it was fun hanging out with whoever decided to hang on for this long. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, stay cool out there.
And I have one thing to say. Hey! We pimp chimpin'! Alright, beautiful.
Peace.
We're logging out.
Peace out.
This has been
Goodbye,
the
world.
Midnight Dive Podcast.
Signing off.
We love you.